Hey everybody, let me just double check and let's get started going live. Let me just see if I can go live here on Facebook. No, it's not working. Not sure why that is. Let's try and see if we've got a live stream that we can start on LinkedIn. Going live on LinkedIn. Hello everybody who's watching on LinkedIn. Let me try one more time and see if we can say hi to our people on Facebook. Yeah, Facebook is, there must be something wrong with the Facebook stream. Not sure why that is, but that's okay. I am live. I'm saying hello to those of you who are watching me on LinkedIn. Good evening. It's about 7:30 on Saturday night. Hopefully you've had a good start to your weekend. Those of you who are watching me on YouTube, welcome. I see some people coming in to watch on YouTube, so welcome. I welcome your comments and your questions. So tonight we are going to be talking about a topic. This is, part of a series that there's a lot of stress that is happening in the world. I see it all the time, and stress is growing, seems to be growing every day. It's exhausting. And the series that this is part of, this live, is called Overcoming Stress and Maximizing Coping Skills. And tonight's topic is all about an interesting question. Might surprise you to learn that trying to be happy can actually cause a lot of stress. So for those of you that know me already, or even if you know me and you don't know this about me, or you don't know me yet, my name is Melissa Boer-Jacobson. I am a 22-year coach, life coach, and performance coach, and I am also a confident life coach, certified hypnotherapist. I'm also certified in medical hypnotherapy. And what I do is help people have phenomenal coping skills and overcome unwanted issues. Everything from unwanted anxiety, of course, stress, insomnia, mental health issues, emotional issues, unwanted habits, fears, phobias, physical issues, relationship issues, everything and anything that has to do with an unwanted issue in your life. I am here to help you overcome that. I'm also here to provide strategic life coaching in the most literal sense of the word. I help my clients in all aspects of life, whether it is with their families. I have lots of families that I work with, relationship issues, job, career, life purpose, you name it. I am working with people, school, academics, test anxiety. These are all things that I am helping my clients overcome. And the thing that I specialize in is helping people rapidly and permanently overcome these unwanted issues so that they can have success in all aspects of their life and so that they can have phenomenal coping skills. And the truth is, life is full of stress. Life is full of circumstances that are difficult and challenging. And life is full of adversity. And what I do is teach people how to overcome adversity, meet challenges in their life, and how to have phenomenal coping skills. So back to the topic of tonight's video. Can trying seeking happiness, can that make you more stressed? And the answer is yes. And the problem is that people tend to have expectations. We're taught that the goal of life is to be happy. And in yesterday's video, I talked about a woman that I was talking very loudly at a Starbucks, and I was overhearing her talk about how disappointed she was in her life because she was sometimes happy, but she wasn't always happy. And this made her very stressed and fearful and traumatized and lost and confused and stuck. And a lot of people feel like their goal, and they come to me, and when I do an intake with a client, I ask them, what is the top 3 issues that they don't want in their life, and also I ask them what their goals are in life. And when I get a client that says to me, my goal is to be happy, I always say, ooh, wait a minute. The goal to be happy is a stressful goal. Because the truth is, if we are happy all the time, we don't have a basis for comparison. We don't know what happy is if we're happy all the time. And I'm constantly pointing this out to my clients. And if our goal is to be happy all the time, it's really, it's an unattainable goal. So I'm going to give you a different goal to shoot for that is going to be a lot more healthy for your mind and for your body. And we'll get to that in a moment. But if our goal is to be happy all the time, it's going to create an unmet expectation. It's really an unattainable goal. And it's not a goal that we want, because if we're happy all the time and that becomes our status quo, we don't know what it is like really to be happy if we're happy all the time. We have no basis for comparison, and we start to become unhappy because we don't have any change. We don't have anything to compare it to. We start to become dissatisfied. And that's one of the lessons of the very stressful events and traumatic event that we've all collectively gone through recently, which is this pandemic experience. Getting locked down, when we came out of, those of us who were locked down, when we came out of that, we had an appreciation for a lot of the experiences that we weren't able to have. When we had it taken away, we were able to appreciate it much, much more. And so having the goal of being happy all the time, it doesn't give us a chance to appreciate. We need that yin and yang. We need that balance in life. So what we're really looking for is to experience equilibrium. And that's really the best goal. I want my clients to understand and experience emotional equilibrium. Does this mean that they're not happy? No, it means that they can be very happy, but they can't be very, very happy all the time, because then they wouldn't know what it is like to experience happiness if that's all they know. So when we experience emotional equilibrium, I demonstrate it by showing kind of like this baseline of neutrality. And when we're happy, we are happy, and then we return to this emotional equilibrium. And when we're unhappy, the same thing. We might have a low point, and then the next day we return to this emotional equilibrium. What we don't want is for people to stay at a very, very high level all the time, because then they don't have an appreciation for that. We also don't want people to be in low energy or unhappiness for a very, very long period of time. What hypnotherapy and life coaching does is it teaches people how to have emotional equilibrium, and this allows us to have better health, emotional health, better physical health, and better mental health. We don't stay really, really happy for a long time. We go back to equilibrium, and we can often have those happy moments, and happiness is a great thing. I'm not saying it's not a good thing. But this expectation that life is always going to be happy is going to create stress, because it's going to create unmet expectations. It's not a realistic goal. And when people have that as a goal, they end up disappointed. And they end up very often thinking that they're not enough because they can't achieve this unattainable goal. It's kind of like people that want perfection in life. That's also an unattainable goal. But when we have emotional equilibrium, when we have those down days, we quickly return to that equilibrium, and then we can have happiness, sadness and then return to equilibrium. And it creates a kind of a homeostasis in our minds and our bodies. And that's really the goal, because when we are in that equilibrium, we can function in a more healthy way from an emotional standpoint, and from a mental health standpoint, and from a physical health standpoint, because the body is healthiest when it's in homeostasis, and the mind and our emotions work best when we have emotional equilibrium. And this equilibrium allows us to have better emotional regulation. It allows us to have better coping skills, to have actually phenomenal coping skills. Because when we are in a constant state of emotional distress, or emotional, even whether emotional distress or emotional highs, we aren't able to really function optimally and rationally and logically. And we definitely want to have those happy moments in life. I have lots of them. And I also have challenging, sad moments. But the sad moments don't last very long. I'm constantly returning to that equilibrium. And that's really the healthiest place for us to be. And it helps us, it's one of the best ways also to manage the challenges, the stresses, the adversities that come up, the circumstances that are challenging in life. When we have this emotional equilibrium, we are really, really well equipped to handle that and to manage stress. So if you'd like to know more, hopefully you found this conversation interesting. And if you'd like to know more, I'm actually going to be doing a workshop on more aspects of managing stress and having phenomenal coping skills. It will be on September 29th. We're going to be talking about different ways that we can use hypnosis and life coaching and self-hypnosis as well to manage stress. And that's going to be a phenomenal workshop. I don't have the link set up yet, but I will have it. I will post it in the comments on all of these videos, whether it's on LinkedIn or Facebook or on YouTube. I will post a link when I have it in the comments so you can sign up for that. And if you're interested in meeting with me and finding out more about the work that I do, how it can help you overcome unwanted issues in your life so that you can live a happier life with emotional equilibrium, and you can resolve unwanted issues in your life rapidly and permanently, you can see above, I have my free consult, www.meetwithmelissa.me. You can get on a free consult call with me, and you can find out more about my one-on-one 4-month programs and my new program that I'm going to be adding that is designed to give people a more accessible way in a group program to have this rapid and permanent freedom from unwanted issues. And that's going to be a program that's going to be very exciting, and I'm adding it because there's so many people that need to overcome unwanted issues, and I want to make that ability to overcome unwanted issues rapidly and permanently available to as many people as possible if they, for whatever reason, are not able to work with me one-on-one, which is an optimal way to work with me, but doing a group program, it allows more and more people to access this incredible resource of strategic life coaching combined with hypnotherapy, and I want to make that accessible to you and to those you love. I wanted to also mention that I do work with families, I work with kids, I work with teens, many young adults of college age, and have tremendous success getting them motivated and unstuck. And I have lots of clients that I'm working with now. And if you or someone you love is dealing with an unwanted issue, perhaps motivation, self-esteem, low self-esteem issues, negative thinking, anxiety, social anxiety is a big one that I help people with, unwanted habits of all kinds, fears, phobias, I would love you to get on a free call. Talk to me at www.meetwithmelissa.me. That's all for tonight. I'm going to see you tomorrow. I'm doing these live videos every day as part of my series which is called Overcoming Stress and Maximizing Coping Skills. So if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do so. Make sure that you hit the bell when you subscribe. That way you get notified every time I go live. I have tons and tons of free tips and tools that I'll be sharing in these live broadcasts. So make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified every time. I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.